The ship is over there. Permission to come aboard, Captain.
Ah, Princess Elena and Alexandra. Permission granted. Your quarters have been prepared on the port side of the ship, and we will be ready to get underway in 30 minutes.
Very good, Captain. My sister and I will get settled and join you on deck once we are out to sea.
As you wish, Princess Elena.
The captain has outdone himself. These accommodations are surprisingly good, don't you think? Yes, Elena. They are very beautiful. Beautiful indeed. What's the matter, Alexandra? Why can't you look at me? Are you afraid? You what? Sorry, Elena, I was just... You are being a scared child, and doing a poor job of hiding it. Your timid body language is plain to see. And you reek of fear. You ooze fear so badly that even the humans on the ship will be able to detect it. And we can't have that. Can we? No, Elena. Good. Get unpacked and pull yourself together. I'm going to explore the ship. Once you're in a better frame of mind, join me on deck. Yes, Helena. Do we have a good wind, Captain?
Yes. If it holds, we will make good time to catch the outgoing tide and save a few hours once we hit astride.
How long till we reach England?
With good weather and kind waters, 5 days minimum, I would say, Princess.
Very good, Captain.
Are your quarters to your satisfaction, Princess?
They are. Thank you.
And is Princess Alexandra settling in well?
She will manage, Captain. Ah, Alexandra. The captain was just asking if you were settling in well. I'll tell him that you were. Yes, thank you, Captain. I haven't spent any time at sea before, but I'm doing fine. Tell me, Captain, how many of your crew are human?
Just over half. As we specialize in long-haul shipping and crossing different time zones, we often find ourselves sailing in more daylight hours than darkness. The need for a more human than turned crew is necessary.
I see.
All of the crew have made their pledge to the council, and every man of them is true to their word. I will vouch for that, Princess.
Of that I have no doubt, Captain. How long have you been on the seas, Captain?
40 years this past summer. Sailing is in my blood, and I'm never more at home than when I'm at sea, Princess Alexandra.
You must have seen many wonderful sights.
Many indeed. If you'd pardon the impertinence of it, the sun rising illuminating the big blue expanse is rarely rivaled by anything else in my humble opinion. You! There! Flash the line bow for tangles.
Aye, Captain. Seems that you have your hands full, Captain. We will take our leave.
As you wish, Princess. But I would be honored if you both would join me for dinner at the captain's table.
We would be delighted to, Captain. And perhaps we could discuss some business, too.
Of course.
Excellent. Alexandra, come. We are leaving. A most incredible spread, Captain.
Thank you. Please begin.
Captain, what can you tell me of Marceline's journey to England?
Not much, Princess. Lady Wagner spent most of the journey in her cabin. I feel that her ladyship did not take too well to being at sea, with the greatest of respect.
Continue.
Her companion, Bartleby, on the other hand, was quite the opposite. He spent nearly all of his time above deck, and often watched a few sunrises with myself. He also tried to get a few gambling games going, but the crew could smell his hustle and avoided making any serious bets, much to Bartleby's disappointment.
Same old Bartleby.
Oh? I had no idea you knew him, Princess Alexandra.
We were My sister and I were acquainted with both Marceline and her pet, Captain. Please continue your story.
Yes. Where was I? Ah. Well, once Bartleby had realized that there wasn't going too much game to be had, he turned his attention to learning about the running of the ship. He was a quick study and joined in on a few drills. I like to set the crew from time to time, just to keep them sharp, you understand.
Indeed.
If he ever wants to turn his hand to sailing, I for one would be glad to have him on board.
Captain, may I ask, whenever you did see Marceline, Lady Wagner, how did she seem? I'm sure the captain had far better things to do than gauge Marceline's well-being.
Well, I did notice a few things. With your permission, Princess Elena.
If you must, Captain, continue.
Thank you, Princess Elena. Well, Lady Wagner seemed deep in thought at the times that I did see her. I remember asking if she needed any assistance on more than one occasion. Most of the time, I was met with a polite refusal. But that was until the night before we made a harbor in England.
What happened?
I was making my nightly tour of the deck, checking on lines and the such, when I noticed Lady Wagner at the stern looking up the moon. I approached and asked if she was well. She was deep in thought, and I think it took her by surprise as she jumped slightly when I spoke. I apologized for the interruption and went to leave in her in peace. When before I could go, she spoke to me.
Tell me, Captain, do you ever think there will be a time when good deeds won't be punished?
I don't quite understand, Lady Wagner.
There's an old saying that states that no good deed goes unpunished.
Yes, I've heard that saying.
I was just wondering if there could ever be an exception to that rule.
I would like to think so, Lady Wagner. Life is short. Well, for some of us. Life is short, and often people will choose what's easy or what is right. And so in relation to the saying where people do what's easy, a good deed does indeed stick out. And unfortunately, shames people. So, it's for easier for those who feel shamed and punish the person who does the good deed, rather than improve themselves. There's always someone on hand to hand, outscoring even in the face of kindness, my lady.
Just as I thought.
Do you feel punished for a recent good deed, Lady Wagner?
I'm not sure, Captain. Recent events which suggest that I'm being given a lesson of sorts. That I've not proved beyond my gut feelings.
You know, come to think of it, I've always thought that saying was somewhat incomplete.
What do you mean?
What if there's more to it than we have been told?
Such as?
No good deed goes unpunished. But that will not stop me from doing good deeds. For good deeds shine a light. The others may follow my example and spread hope in this world. The only true punishment is for a good deed to have never been done.
Beautiful words, Captain. Beautiful.
Thank you, Lady Wagner. Yes, that was great. Can I join you in Midnight Poetry Club?
Bartleby.
There was a lady from San Bortes. Had a pair of really big.
Butter enough.
So, to answer your question, Princess Alexandra, I feel that Lady Wagner had a lot on her mind for sure. But in a brief moment, I'd like to think she had come to some sort of peace with what was troubling her.
Thank you, Captain. With your permission, Captain, Elena, I would like to be excused so that I can go back to our quarters, please.
Of course, Princess.
Of course, sister. You need your rest. Thank you. And thank you for a wonderful meal, Captain.
Is the young princess well, Princess Elena?
It's her first time at sea, Captain. She needs time to adjust. But please, don't concern yourself. I'll straighten her out.